Hi, welcome to Mr. Anti-Corrupt UK. Now, the date is the 13th of January 2017 and the time is 0900 hours. In this video, it's UK police applying for a job as a police officer. Now, we all know, whether you love, like or hate the police, it is important we have the streets looked after to make our country safer and to keep order. I personally think all the UK police should be sacked and a new police breed should be introduced, because there is too much corruptness within the UK ever since it was identified back in the 1960s. I feel the British Army should be brought in while we're not out doing war. Our boys, British Army, should be patrolling and looking after the streets, because it'd be a much safer place than what the police are doing. And the police take things personally, whereas the British Army, we're professionals. We do things professionally, and that's a fact, not an opinion. Anyway, yeah, as I say, UK, corruptness within the police force ever since it was identified back in the 1960s, with the black book that was found with coppers' names in it on the payroll for bank coppers taking back handers. Do you think that don't happen no more? This day and age and current climate, the police have clued up from their mistakes of getting caught from them days and giving the police a bad name. And now, in the police force, the corruptness still remains, and 100% that is a fact, I promise you, as most of you will know anyway, because we look at the news and the papers and the tabloids, and personal people that have actually had personal dealings with the police still know, and including the IPCC and some unfortunate people that have been abused and assaulted and some killed by the police, will know. The families of the victims of police will know. Still remains, but they are more sophisticated in doing so nowadays. But the best thing is that the police are their own worst enemy, and slowly but surely, over the years and years to come, they are fucking themselves up. I do apologise for any children watching, and more, or people that are offended by swearing, I do apologise. Themselves up. They're messing themselves up more and more, and more of the UK public and public in America and other countries are growing by the thousands, who are beginning to trust the police less and less. And I'm not talking about criminals, but law-abiding citizens that have never even received a parking ticket. The public's confidence is slowly deteriorating with every time a police officer or police force bring the police service into disrepute. It's not just the news that is broadcasted in relation to their wrongs you should worry about. It's the shit the police don't disclose or get found out about we all need to question and worry about. Now, in UK HM prisons in the UK, prisoners receive a monthly paper, and that paper is called the Inside Times. Some of the contents of that paper names and shames police forces, police officers and judges for stuff that they've done, what they've been in court for, what they've been convicted of, and it is not good. That have committed criminal offences and subsequently are put under investigation or sacked. And this information is hardly ever televised broadcasted on any news channel or ever mentioned in any UK tabloid or even uploaded onto the internet. You can go online and subscribe to the Inside Times paper, as it is not just for prisoners, but be warned, you may be absolutely disgusted, distraught, or even may need to seek some professional help like counselling when you find out what some of our UK police have done or are under investigation for, or the corruptness of what they do. So the police recruitment process, as you know this video is about, well, most people know you will be vetted first and undergo a CRB check to see if you have any previous criminal convictions or any of their immediate family or your immediate family have. If you pass and fit the criteria for potentially becoming a police officer, then you will formally be invited to attend an interview in relation to getting a job as a police officer. The interview process will consist of many questions, and one question you will be asked is that, and I only use this question, I'm going to say as an example, one example, and that is, if you found out your mum was drug dealing, would you tell the police? Now, if you say no, you wouldn't tell the police, you're not going to tell on your mum. You know, your mum, the one that, you know, brought you up, give birth to you, fed you, changed your nappy, fed you, clothed you, you know, looked after you. Would you tell on her if you found out she was drug dealing? Now, if you say no, the chances are you may not get the job. I'm not saying you won't, but you may not get the job. Say yes, you would tell on your mum or your brother or your sister or whatever, you know, some of your family committing crime, whatever the reason being. As I say, that's just an example. And if you say yes, it will probably be a handshake followed by the words, "Welcome to the police force." Now, with that, how can you trust the police when they have no loyalties to their own family? Yet, when it comes to the police force, when they are accused of shit, they close ranks and protect each other by lying. And this is not my opinion, but an actual fact, as it has come out as the truth in the news and papers many times. I used to be a manager for a company called Kuhn & Nagel with over 65,000 employees in over 100 countries, and I witnessed and experienced corruptness in that company firsthand. The moral of what I'm saying is that if someone of a more senior authoritative position than you or your colleague or your friend tell you not to say nothing or manipulate an investigation by lying or not telling the truth or bending the truth, or, you know, exaggerating or not saying as much as what you should be, yeah, the majority of you will adhere to what you have been asked to do, because you could eventually get stitched up and sacked and lose your job. I'm not saying everyone would do that, but the majority of people would. And the reason why they would is because you could potentially be putting your salary on the line if you got the sack, your mortgage, possibly your marriage, your kids' private education, your integrity with your family and friends, and also bring your company, police force, into disrepute. Police, what does it stand for? I say it stands for paid official lies in court evidence, which means they're officially paid to lie, giving evidence in court. It's not that I hate police, but more the fact I know 100% what goes on behind closed doors out of the public's eye. You make your own minds up, guys. I'm not here to influence you. I'm just here to let you know how I feel and I think, what I know, and maybe some of it, which I'm more worried about, is what I don't know. It's more that I need to know. But there you go. Respect.